My name's Ken Hale. I'm a professor and assistant dean at the College of Pharmacy at Ohio State, and I work with a group called the Generation RX Initiative. Let me talk a little bit about college students, but to do that, I really need to put it in a larger context. So, we call this the Generation RX Initiative. We are Generation RX, and that means all of us at every age use medications at unprecedented rates. We expect quick fixes. We see things on television that kind of normalize the use of prescription medications in our lives. So when a student comes to college, they've grown up in a culture where this is kind of the norm. We take medications, sometimes we share them, we forget that there's a reason for the prescription sometimes. That's really kind of fundamental to our work, that there's a reason for the prescription. Medications can help you, but they can absolutely hurt you if they're not used properly. So, we know we have data from the National Survey on Drug Use and Health that goes back to age 12 that collects data on the abuse of various substances. We know that prescription drugs are among the drugs of abuse of choice in our country, that those who are first starting to abuse something more often abuse a prescription medication than any other substance, and that the abuse of prescription drugs in our society down to age 12 exceeds that for all illicit street drugs combined by a factor of like 2, except for marijuana. And those who are first starting, for all prescription drugs combined, exceed marijuana. So when a student lands on our campus, they've grown up in that culture. They have had the opportunity to misuse and abuse medications probably in high school or maybe even earlier. They come here. It's an exciting time in their lives. It's a very free time. Access to things changes, and they have access to, I'd call this kind of a perfect storm, not only in college but across our society, that we have misperceptions of safety and non-addiction. We have access to these problems, and we've grown up in a culture where it's kind of the norm. So it's kind of a perfect storm for abusing. We know that visits to emergency departments for prescription medication misuse and abuse exceeds that for all street drugs now since several years past. So we have consequences. We know about 100 people die every day in our country from drug overdoses, so about every 15 minutes. So what do we do? So in our Generation RX initiative, we've tried to create a set of resources that are free. They are supported by Cardinal Health Foundation, which has allowed us to provide these to the public at no cost. They are resources that can be used with elementary students, with teens, with college students, with adults in our community, and with seniors. And these are really what we call turnkey resources. You can go to our website or the Cardinal Health website, download these materials, use them. They have facilitators' notes, slides if that's appropriate, handout materials, other visuals, evaluation tools, speakers' notes, everything you need to go into a classroom or to go into a faith-based group or go into a Rotary meeting or a teacher's meeting or a parents' meeting, whatever makes sense. So do a short program around this issue. We're trying to raise awareness, create an understanding of why this issue is so important, and really give people tools for how they can turn this around.